Hey, it's Cam with Madrona Labs. It's fall here in Chicago, and on a gusty day like today, the lake is a delight to watch and to listen to. I went out there with my recorder and grabbed a bunch of sounds. And I wondered, what would it sound like if the lake could strum a chord? We can actually try to answer that with Virta, an audio effect that can extract signals from sounds and let us patch with them in all sorts of ways. So let's dive in. Let's start with the Formants module, which takes two audio inputs, program and carrier. This module will analyze the program input and apply its timbral qualities to the carrier signal using multiband filtering. This means it's a vocoder. Let's try a classic vocoder patch with my voice as the program signal and a harmonically rich sawtooth wave as the carrier. Virta has 4 different vocoder algorithms, each with a different number of bands.
This is 16 ABC 1, 2, 3. This is 32 ABC 1, 2, 3. This is 256 ABC 1, 2, 3.
You can shift all the bands up or down in pitch with the shift control. The stretch control plays with the spacing of each band. You can stretch them way out, squish them down, and even flip into the negatives, which sounds really strange on a voice. You can adjust the width of each band with the Q control, which makes the sound more resonant. And the bands can be quantized to a scale of your choice with this button. Choose the scale up here in the key module. So I want to try quantizing the sound of the lake with the Formants module. So I'm actually going to patch that sound into both sides of Formants, so it's just vocoding itself and acting more like a filter bank. Let's try some other scales. Here's a gamelan scale and a Chinese scale. I like this one. The pan menu allows us to place formants in different patterns across the stereo image. Refer to the manual for explanations of each. Let's try even odd. Add some delay into the mix, and we're on our way. Okay, let's reset and see what other signals the audio module can generate from our source. It's important to know that all of the outputs of the audio module go through a compressor and high-low cut filters first. You can adjust those with these dials. Pre is the only output that does not go through the compressor and filter first. Patch that into here for a dry control for the entire effect. Gate is an output that goes high when the audio's loudness surpasses the level set by trig. Envelope is an envelope follower. It gives you a control signal that follows the loudness of the incoming audio. Pitch is the output of Virta's pitch tracker, which can also be quantized. Let's hear the pitch tracking by patching pitch into the exponential pitch input of oscillator 1. Beautiful. Next up, we have the noise output, which follows the timbral noisiness of a signal. A pure sine wave, for example, would have a noisiness of 0, and white noise would be 1. Most sounds fall somewhere in between, and that's what this output tracks. The last output on the audio module is called peak. This one detects the timbral brightness of your sound by tracking the highest center of frequency content, otherwise known as the spectral centroid. So the brighter your signal is, the higher this output goes. So now you know all about the audio module. As you can see, it gives us a variety of signals that we can patch in interesting ways. So let's do a little experiment with the pitch tracker. Earlier, I was demonstrating it on my voice, which is very tonal and monophonic. But what if we tried it on the recording of the lake, which is complex and non-discrete? As before, I'm going to patch pitch into the exponential pitch of oscillator 1. We can see the pitch inside the pitch dial jumping all around. Let's try to tame that a bit by adjusting the high and low cut of the incoming audio. And let's patch the envelope follower to the level of oscillator 1. Let's try patching noise to noise, so the noisiness of the audio will be reflected in the noisiness of the oscillator. Ooh, let's adjust this shape a little too. Sounds like angry bees. Now to make things more tonal, let's vocode this whole thing through the Formants module. Back to where we started. This is a nice place to stop for today. We're just barely scratching the surface of Virta, so stay tuned for more videos like this one. I'm going to sign off and let this patch play out a little.